Going to go length of the court with Archie Diacono. 3 seconds at midcourt.
Jenkins
gives it to Jenkins for the championship.
So hello everybody and welcome back to the shit show. Now I don't know if you know or if it's like this in your area or what the hell ever, but it's that time of year. You know, the getting towards November and December and into spring and shit. I mean, it's not fucking spring yet, but it's getting closer to March. You know, you'll get it, the title of the fucking video, you know. It's about time for fucking March Madness, baby. It's about time for every state in the country to fucking hate each other. Now this shit has been like the top trending stories. I mean, it's been up there with like the presidency and shit. It's been like these random ass college basketball games. And don't get me wrong, I've always really liked college basketball. I've always kept up with it and shit, except for the last couple years when I've been busy. I don't give a shit about the football. I mean, if I don't care to talk about it, but it's not something I'm gonna go out of my way to watch. But a good basketball game, hell yeah, dude. Watch that shit every day. But the state I live in, this fucking March Madness and the whole NCAA tournament and NCAA men's basketball, it's fucking ridiculous. It's crazy. People literally almost come to fisticuffs, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. I mean, don't trip, potato chip. It's just a fucking basketball game. But some people take this shit as life or death. Like, hey, do you like so and so? Or if you have two really popular Division I teams in your state, it's fucking all out war. It is all out fucking war. They will yell at each other and curse at each other. And I know people, you know, like soccer is the same way over in Europe and stuff. And I know people get really crazy about every sport, but I witness it. Like if I brought up something about the NBA or some shit back when I was in high school, nobody would have gave a shit. I'd be like, But if you bring up fucking NCAA Division I men's basketball, everybody loses their shit. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a favorite team. Everybody has a favorite player, and they want to talk shit for hours. Now, honestly, I've been one of those people maybe a couple of times, because there's been a few college teams where they had players, and I just loved the team, you know, and I could just talk shit, and it's fun, you know, it's fun to talk shit and tell somebody else something they like is shit, you know, it's a good feeling, it's fun. Yeah, I kind of sound like a fucking psychopath saying it's a good feeling, but it's fun. It makes you laugh because you're sitting there just going off about a fucking basketball team like you're at somebody's throat about your favorite player beating their favorite player, you know, outscoring them. It's a fun thing to do. But the older I've got, the more I've realized how stupid all this shit is. Now, if you're just sitting there having a normal conversation about a sport, I mean, fuck, join the rest of the world or the rest of the country you live in. You know, there's always going to be somebody talking about sports, but the lengths that these people go is absolutely ridiculous. And something else I saw in the news was like college players not getting paid. And do I think they should get paid? I mean, maybe a little bit, you know, if their name is put in shit and their names are used for things, you know, I feel they should get paid for that. Because you've got coaches that are making millions of fucking dollars and their players are living on fucking ramen, son. So yeah, I do think the NCAA or somebody should cough up a little bit of money. Because you know they are just pulling in a fucking sled load, son. They've just got to be making a shit ton of money. There's no way in the world that they're not. Because I saw this story where Ben Simmons, I don't remember exactly what he said, but the gist of it was pretty much fuck the NCAA and they treated me like shit and I hated my experience in college. And that's sad. You've got a kid that's got a free ride to college and he fucking hated it. That's sad. That's a sad story in America. That you get to be a Division I basketball player and you hated your life. If I got to be a Division I basketball player, even if I was sitting on the bench, fuck, dude, that would have been awesome. It'd be like being in the D League, you know, at least you're still a professional basketball player, you know, that's fucking not something a lot of people can say. But if you have to come out and publicly say, you know, the NCAA is shit, you know, maybe the NCAA should take a good hard look at themselves and say, hey, you know, maybe we should change something a little bit. Now, I'm not saying that 100% they have to start paying their players and shit, but if you're not going to pay your players, don't pay your fucking coaches. Don't pay your coaches jack shit. Let them live off fucking nothing, you know, let them have to get real jobs, or if they're teachers at the university, you know, get paid from that, you know, don't get paid with these fucking brand deals and these ads and get paid through the school to be a teacher and a coach, you know. That's bullshit. That's not fair at all to the players or anybody else involved. That's horseshit. So either start paying the players too, or just get rid of the revenue. You're ruining a lot of people's experiences. A lot of kids, it's not the same as it used to be, you know. A lot of kids are struggling and suffering through it, but they love the game so much. But to be honest, I'd have to say that I love the NCAA. I love NCAA basketball. I've been watching it since I was a little kid. It's one of those things that you grow up with, and you grew up with, depending on where you're from. I mean, it really does depend. But me, I loved it. I grew up loving this shit. Loving a ton of different players, ton of different coaches. Because college basketball is fucking flake. There's different coaches, different players. Constantly, every single season, there's something and somebody that is new. It's never getting boring. You're never getting tired of seeing the same people. Because I've heard people say that argument about the NBA, you know, it's just the same people doing the same thing every year, you know. NCAA, not like that. You're going to get a different player, a different star, a different coach every single year. And there's going to be wild cards and teams that come out of the fucking woodworks and almost win championships, you know. It's really suspenseful. It's really fun to watch and to be a part of and make your own brackets and shit. I see why it's so successful. But everybody just needs to prepare. Like I said, once it gets that time of year, man, once it's like February and it's the end of the regular season and it's the end of all their little tournaments and it goes to the NCAA tournament, national tournament, that's when shit gets real. That's when it hits the fan, dog. Fucking mothers hating daughters, sons fucking sons, you know what I'm saying? Complete fucking pandemonium. But no, I know a lot of people, they could give a shit less about sports, you know, they find it fucking boring and they get pissed whenever people like sports, but they don't understand why people like watching YouTube videos and people doing things that they could be doing and so on and so forth. You know, there's a lot of big arguments surrounding sports, but I enjoy both. I like both, and it's all subjective. It's all just your personal fucking opinion. But honestly, just try to have fun with it. If you're not a person that really likes sports or you aren't really into sports or, you know what I'm saying, some shit like that, try to get into it. Because my fondest memories of the NCAA tournament and the basketball and even back when I used to watch the football, and it's the sitting in the living room with your family or just your dad or with your dad and his whole family or your whole entire family, you know, sitting there and getting into it and laughing and crying and yelling and cursing and calling the refs fucking retards, you know, and shitting on the other team's players, calling them all faggots, you know. That is the main memories, you know. That's the shit that sticks with you, and that's what makes you the happiest, is the time that you get to spend with everybody, man. This shit's fucking dope. Because like my family would just come together once a week during fucking March Madness and just watch an NCAA tournament game. So if I know this is stupid, I mean everybody's probably experienced it, but if you haven't, I recommend it. It's a really fun experience to experience with somebody. If not your family, like go hang out with some buddies and have a fucking NCAA party. Bring out the fucking bong, you know, bring out the 12-pack, get fucking wasted and watch some basketball. The main way to make it fun is if you're with your buddies, just pick whatever team they hate and pick the players that they hate the most and just suck their dicks. Suck those players' dicks and piss your friends off as much as possible. That's the best thing that I can tell you. That's how to make it the most fun with your friends, is just try to piss them off as much as possible. Because if you've got a friend that is as obsessed as a lot of people are, it can get pretty fucking hairy, no shit. But nah, guys, anyways, hope you enjoyed this video. It was extremely fucking painful to make. I don't know why. I tried getting gameplay for this fucking video forever. Oh my god. Like, I've been editing and working on this simple ass little video for fucking since 9:30 yesterday. And I don't know when this shit's gonna go up. It's fucking 8 o'clock right now. So this shit is just fucking, I'm drained, dog. I hope this commentary or this video or this discussion wasn't too boring, but I'm fucking gassed. I am fucking running on fumes. But I was just thinking about it, an NCAA tournament, it's coming up pretty soon. You know, a lot of people are talking about it right now because there's some season games going on right now, and it's extremely fucking popular. So I just want to give my 2 cents on it. Talk a little pros, talk a little cons, recommend it to you. But thanks if you stuck it all the way through. Really appreciate it. If you could leave a like, I will send you one NCAA tournament championship. And if you subscribe, I'll lick your testicles. Peace out, bitches.